Today, let's talk about the Indian Rupee. It's making headlines over the past few weeks. The Rupee has plunged to an all-time low against the US dollar. A fall or rise in the Rupee has often been linked to national pride and, of course, politics. The opposition has slammed the Modi government for incompetence and for causing distress to the common man. Many have even posted an old video of then Gujarat Chief Minister Narendra Modi of mocking the UPA government at the time on this issue.
ऐसे नहीं होता मित्रों, मैं शासन में बैठा हूं, मुझे मालूम है इस प्रकार से रुपया इतनी तेजी से गिर नहीं सकता। अरे ये नेपाल का रुपया नहीं गिरता है, बांग्लादेश की करेंसी नहीं गिरती है, पाकिस्तान की करेंसी नहीं गिरती, श्रीलंका की करेंसी नहीं गिरती, क्या कारण है हिंदुस्तान का रुपया पतला होता जा रहा है? ये जवाब देना पड़ेगा आपको।
अब आज देखिए आप रुपये की कीमत जिस तेजी से गिर रही है, कभी कभी तो लगता है कि दिल्ली सरकार और रुपये के बीच में कंपटीशन चल रहा है। किसकी आबरू तेजी से गिरती चली जा रही है, कौन आगे जाएगा, इसकी कंपटीशन चल रही है। देश जब आजाद हुआ तब $1 ₹1 के बराबर था। ₹1 में $1 बिकता था। जब अटल जी की सरकार थी, अटल जी जब पहली बार सरकार बनाई तब तक मामला पहुंच गया था 42 रुपीस तक, और अटल जी ने जब छोड़ा तब 44 पर पहुंचा था। 4% में फर्क आया था। लेकिन इस सरकार ने और अर्थशास्त्री प्रधानमंत्री के कालखंड में ये 60 रुपये पर पहुंच गया।
The BJP has hit back, claiming rupee is among the most stable currencies in the world. But let's keep the politics out for now and focus on the facts. Why is the rupee falling? Is that a concern? And how does a falling rupee matter to you? Hello and welcome, I'm Shubham Chohan. Let's get started. The Indian rupee hit an all-time low this week. On Monday, it reached 86.70 against the US dollar. Yesterday was a record single-day fall of 66 paise against the US dollar. The first such major decline in nearly 2 years. The drop was larger than the declines experienced by other Asian currencies such as Thailand, the Philippines and Malaysia, which fell between 0.3 and 0.6%. Today, the Indian rupee was at 86.59 against the US dollar on last count, slightly better than yesterday as of now. But still part of a larger trend where the rupee has been losing value regularly. So first, what does the number I just quoted above mean? In simple words, it means to get $1, you will have to pay 86.59 Indian rupees. In January 2020, the rate to get $1 was about 70.85. In 2021, it was 73.17 rupees. In 2022, it was 74.5. In 2023, it was 81.30. In the last week of December 2024, the rupee breached the 85 mark against the US dollar. Overall, it depreciated by about 3% in 2024, meaning its value, the value of the Indian rupee, has gone down. And this is not a new phenomenon. As per RBI, in the last 5 years, the rupee has lost over 22% of its value against the dollar. Some analysts predict the rupee could reach 87 by March 2025 and later even 90 against the US dollar, which would be a fresh low altogether. The next question, what causes a currency, which is the Indian rupee in this case, to depreciate in the first place? There's something called the foreign exchange rate. Basically, it is the conversion of one currency into another at a specific rate. How is that rate determined in the market? In simple words, it depends on its demand and supply. More the demand of a currency, higher its price. Lesser the demand, lesser is the price of the currency. So why exactly is the Indian rupee weakening? There are multiple factors being attributed to this. First is better than expected job data in the US, crude oil prices, and a lot of foreign investors pulling money out of India. On Friday, a report on jobs in the US was better than market expectations. The US Labor Department revealed that employers added about 256,000 jobs in December, surpassing the 160,000 forecasted by economists. Even the unemployment rate in the US came down to 4.1% from 4.2%. Experts say because of this, the Federal Reserve, which is the equivalent of the RBI in US, may potentially make one cut in interest rates, something that is usually done to stimulate economic growth and employment. Meanwhile, global oil prices jumped to a 4-month high amid concerns that US sanctions on Russia would affect crude supplies. Now, mind you, India is an oil importer. Its import dependency on crude oil was 88.1% between April and November 2024, compared to 87.6% in the corresponding period of the previous year. So that dependency has grown. And lastly, on foreign investors. As per last estimate, foreign investors pulled out 22,000 crore rupees until January 10 from Indian equities. Much of this is said to be because of global uncertainties and higher US bond yields. And overall, amid high inflation, some reports suggest that investors are sort of recalibrating their investments in the post-pandemic world. So can the value of the rupee not be propped up? The RBI has been doing its bit. It is using its dollar reserves to prop up the value of the Indian rupee by artificially increasing the supply of dollars in market and eventually the dollar demand for rupees. As a result, the value of India's foreign exchange reserves dropped to an 8-month low of $640 billion as of the last week of December, from over $700 billion in September. There's also the Donald Trump factor. Trump will take oath as the new president of the United States on the 20th of January. His threat with regards to higher import tariffs and his victory in the US elections have strengthened the dollar further. A report by the SBI today shows the impact of Trump's presidency on the Indian rupee is likely to be a short-term phenomenon. The report highlighted that while the rupee may face initial volatility during the early days of Trump's presidency, it is expected to stabilize soon after, the Indian rupee that is. And lastly, what does a falling rupee mean for you, the consumer? A weak rupee basically increases the import bill. So that means cost of import of edible oils, pulses, fertilizers, oil and gas also go up. And that, many believe, would eventually be passed on to the consumers. That's all we have for this report. Do like and share this video, comment and let us know what your views are. And of course, subscribe to HW News English on YouTube for more such videos. Thanks for watching.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.